Welcome to Spurs Vision TV. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever you are and wherever you are, right? So it's all over the world, right? We've got Arthur, right, from the UK, London especially. Of course, we've got Chang from Malaysia and Elias from Malaysia. And if we are lucky, right, we'll get a drunk Ian, right, from Singapore. He's going to join us too from Singapore because Ian's on holiday. The weird part is that I can't meet up with him is because he's coming to Penang for a one-day trip on the 10th of February, which is the first day of Chinese New Year. So too bad, Ian. Too bad.
Who's that?
But, Ian Meth.
Oh, Ian Matt. Okay.
Yeah. He's around. So maybe he'll hop on later, right? But he says he's enjoying his drinks down at the pub or the bar or somewhere in the hotel.
Singapore.
But guys, yeah, Singapore. He's enjoying Singapore. He's coming back.
And then he's going to Penang or something, is it?
Yeah. And he's doing round 2, right? He came to the first round. He came early, end of last year, and he went over to places like Vietnam and Hong Kong and Thailand and all, and Singapore.
Not dropping by KL.
No, he's taking a cruise and is stopping at Penang, not at Port Klang. So it is what it is. But hopefully one day, I told him he has to come over to Malaysia, right? And then we'll give him the Malaysian hospitality here, right? But guys, how you all doing, right? Arthur, all well?
All okay.
All well. Elias, everything good?
Everything good.
Everything good. And of course, Chang is still meddling with his stuff here and there. We can see him meddling.
I'm okay. I'm all ready to go. I'm all set and all ready to go.
All set, all ready to go, right? And of course, being Spurs fans, and there are only Spurs fans here today. Usually I try to get a few more other clubs fans here. Before the game starts, we just chat and talk about things here and there. I know there's like a big fallout in the Spurs fandom, as like usual, right? We are the most divisive fan base and deluded fan base in the whole of the world, if I'm not mistaken, right? But it is what it is. Of course, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and we all respect that, right? We all respect each and everyone's opinion, no matter how deluded you are. Right, we love you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Especially Elias still loves Eric Dyer, right? But before that, let me go on and say a shout out to the chat, right? Chunyu, let me get Chunyu, big up. Thanks for being here. Swifty is a long supporter. All right, and Nanda Katigesu. Yep, Nanda Katigesu, big up. Thanks for being here. Right. Yeah, we're going to win the league this year. I'm not sure. Are you talking about
with Richarlison as our striker? Yeah, sure.
No, he's talking about MCT. He's not talking about Spurs. Yeah, we're going to win the league. Right, we're going to win the league. That's every Spurs fan dream. We want to win the league. Right, Arthur?
I thought you wanted to do a double.
Yeah, we want to do the quadruple, but I wouldn't mind the Carabao Cup. For starters, right? So getting kicked out of the FA Cup, then after that going to we beat Brentford, then of course after that drawing with Everton in the last minutes of the game again. So it is what it is. To tell the truth, for me, I don't blame Ange because he inherited this squad, right? So it'll take him time to get rid of the deadwood and bring in the potential players that he wants. Right, that can play Ange ball, right? So hopefully we'll get there. But surprisingly, our defense was more or less our defense was the problem in the Everton game. And the worst part is that after going up 1-0, I watched it. We went back into our shell again. When it became 1-1, we came out, we scored, right? And then we went back into our shell again. So that's the sad part, right? So. Yep. Mark Swift says this is the FFP league, right? And of course, Nanda says there's no shame going out the best team in the league. Yeah, better going out to someone like, yeah, that's true. Yep, FA Cup going up against, yeah. But I wish we showed more fight in that game, right? That's the only thing I can say. If we showed more fight in that game, then maybe, right, the fans won't be too irritated about it. But as we all know, and then we've seen it all these years, right? Arthur, right? We always question whether our heart, right? It's not our heart. the fans, the heart is in the correct place, right? We want trophies, not all of us, but most of us, right? And some want us to play good football, right? But don't mind what happens in the end. But it is what it is, right? So can't fault people on how they feel, and we can't force people to feel the way that we feel. So it is what it is, right? But winning the league part, I don't know. Maybe next year we get real quality players to replace those who are going out. Maybe we might have a chance. We might have a chance, right? And of course, among us four here, right? Arthur is the only one that's actually seen us lift, lift the actual,
Twice.
the actual,
League
Title.
double.
yeah, league title double. All right, we are about 9 minutes
Can we look
before
at the
break.
lineups now at least? Before
Let me see the lineups. I haven't even seen the
your
lineups yet.
Spurs rant is finished.
Yeah. Let's see what the lineups are.
So Huang is starting in the middle, Lee Kang-in on the right wing, Sunny on the left,
Yeah.
and you have Jay Lee in the midfield with Y Park. I don't know who Y Park is. Oh, Park Yong-woo. That guy, he's quite good.
Chang has got it
No.
up there now.
No
Yeah.
Kim Min Jae, by the way, guys. No Kim Min Jae.
Seriously? No, but Kim
Yep.
Min-jae is, the whole thing I've been watching him, he hasn't performed well, right?
Yep.
And Anta says that we have earned the nickname everyone's favorite second team in the moment. We are playing good football. We should judge this team after 2 more transfer windows. Yep, hopefully. Yep, that's what to tell the truth, to judge this team, actually, we're going to judge somebody else, right? Hopefully he'll give, Ange the players that he wants, right, to what he needs to do.
Let's not talk about somebody else for a while. Otherwise, Eugene will go on a long rant which won't end.
Yeah. So, Republic Korea is supposed to be the tournament favorites, but they are stuttering through, right? Stuttering through. I watched the round of 16 game. It was exciting. Of course, Korea was down, and then they came back, score 1-1. Then, of course, in the injury time again, after it goes to the penalty shootout, then you go into the quarterfinals. More or less the same thing against Australia, but Australia, they won it during the extra time, right? Now we are into the semifinals against Jordan. This is the repeat, right, of the group matches where Korea and Jordan drew 2-2, guys, 2-2. So will we see the same Jordan come out again? Or will this Jordan be a better Jordan or a weaker Jordan? Or will we see the kind? There's been this saying, Klinsmann ball, right, is boring the shit out of everybody in Korea. Sorry to say that, right? Jurgen Klinsmann is our legend, right? But as a footballer, but ain't much of a legend as a manager. We know his track record is. But let's see how that goes. And Korea is trying to end a 64-year drought in the Asian Cup, Arthur, just like Spurs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was tuning into this game, for your information, if you're not aware, the other semi-final between Iran and Qatar is also going to be played simultaneously together with this match between Jordan and South Korea. So we will be bringing you live updates as well. We will be bringing you live updates on the other semi-final that is also being played concurrently with this semi-final that we are watching along to. So that's something to look up for, because at the end of the 90 minutes of regulation time, if that is provided both these matches in simultaneously, we will be able to let you know which teams have made it to the final.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Chang, I'll leave you with that responsibility, giving us update on the Iran and Qatar game. If I'm not mistaken, Iran and Qatar game, and of course, Nanta is saying, "Come on, Jordan, we need Sonny back." Good one, Nanta. We need Sonny back. It's true. We do need Sonny back, but with Richarlison hitting a bit of form at the moment, maybe. But we're getting Bissouma is back, Sarr is back, Madison is back. And when Sonny comes back, hopefully we'll get a full squad again. That's what I hope.
Apparently,
right?
Solomon is coming back as well. Lo Celso. He's
That's
back.
good. That's good. Yeah, most of the team is back, but sometimes they somehow or another look a bit, how you call, not gelling well again. It's taken them time. It needs maybe Madison needs to come up to speed, right? And Sar and Bisuma needs to be how would you say? Sar and Bisuma needs some time to acclimatize back to the way Spurs play, right? Because they went off and played with their national squad, so maybe it'll take them 1 or 2 games to acclimatize back to the EPL, the speed and the power. Yes, Arthur.
He's got to get over malaria, though, hasn't he?
Yes, and Bisuma has to get over malaria. Yeah, that's true too, right? That's the weird thing, right? Go over
Not
there
good,
and
not
catch
good.
malaria. Yeah, it's not good. I know malaria is not bad. I was based in Africa for a year. I've seen what malaria can do to people in Africa.
Actually,
right?
the Africans are very used to it. My aunt, she lives in Africa. Every 3 months she get once.
No, to tell you the truth, right? Like I don't know if you heard this story before. I've said, because when I was based in Gabon for a year, right? What they said is very simple. When you're a child, right, you will catch malaria no matter what. You can't escape it. It's a very, very standard thing. And if you survive, right, and that's how you build up your immunity. That's how I say it. Okay, Robbie, big up, Robbie, big up, right? Big up, Robbie, right?
Hey.
Yeah. I think Robbie, you're in school, right, Robbie?
No, I think he should be back. He should be back already. Now he has graduated already. What? He gave his GCSE last year.
Yeah, but then he has to either do his A levels. He still has to go back to school, bro.
That's college. That's not school. A levels is college.
College is still a kind of school.
Same difference, I guess.
Yeah, then why you're arguing with that's college? I know. Yeah. So, but guys, right? The game's gonna start soon. 3 more minutes. National anthem's been done. Klinsmann is shaking hands with his other coaching staff. The Korean players are high-fiving the officials and the opposition, and it goes back and forth. Right. Okay. Prediction. Wait. Hold on. Robbie says work experience break, mate. No work today. Oh, Robbie, if you got the link, let me know. I'll send you the link. You want to join us, Robbie? Right? Let me know. I'll send you the link if you want to join us. Oh, Robbie's taking a sabbatical. He's going to get some work experience before going either decide to do his A levels or
Big up.
Yeah, big up to that. Some people do that. Nowadays, a lot of young people do that. And of course, Elias is one of the people who wants Jordan to win too, right? Elias has been hoping for Sonny to come back since the previous game that we did, the Malaysia and did we do that? Did we do the Malaysia?
I wanted him to be back for the FA Cup. Now he can't be back for FA Cup anyways. I would rather he now wins the trophy. Otherwise, the banter that I'm gonna get from the Arsenal fans and all that, I'd rather he wins that.
Yeah. We are still gonna get bantered, Elias, right? Because everybody can win things away from Spurs, right? And of course, to big up to Adrian Chia, big up Adrian. He's a brother from Singapore, right? Adrian, we have to get you on the show one these days, right? We'll get you on the show one these days, right? And of course, we have to say big up to Todd Spur. Todd Spur, big up, right? I know I want to see South Korea win this cup. I want Son to win a cup. That means something special for him and the Koreans, of course. And we'll be okay for the next without Son. We'll be okay. Hopefully, we'll be okay. Big up, guys. But of course, Robbie's saying sorry, he can't keep it down in the house, right? Can't come on stream. My parents have been doing night shifts. Okay, all right. Just as long as you enjoy the show. I'm not sure whether you're watching the game because I'm not sure. Are you guys? I'm sure in the UK's you're not getting the what call the stream, right? It's not live.
I think they will be somewhere. They get like don't know how many channels they should be getting.
And of course, yeah. Big up to Donna Cullen. Big up, Donna Cullen. Right.
Big up.
All right, big up, right? And Swifty Skip say hit that like and sub, right? And share, right? Thanks, Swifty. Okay, now they're huddling. Koreans are wearing what color? Black. Okay, they're wearing a dark color jersey, right? Wearing a dark color jersey. If I'm not mistaken, Jordan will be wearing white. And why am I seeing a Paris Saint-Germain? Oh yeah, there's a young boy that plays for PSG that is in the Korean squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Lee Kang-in.
No, Lee Kang-in
He's their right winger.
All right, Lee Kang-in is in the. All right, okay. And of course, the Korean kid looks like our Galaxy kid from 2 seasons ago. You want to see it? Yeah, the Galaxy
Actually, that
kid.
kid was not bad. I liked it kind of bit.
Was it the purple one? The purple one, right?
Yeah.
Because we remember we had two, one the purple one and the other was the blue one. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, the
Yeah.
game has kicked off.
There were two.
Yeah. And Jordan is the underdogs. Jordan's the underdogs. Jordan's got the ball. He's on the right wing. He's gone through and he's cut back and he's gone to the penalty box. They're trying to get it out. Okay. Jordan gets a corner in the first 20 seconds. Oh. Yeah. Guys, don't forget, Jordan smashed Malaysia 4-0. Right? Jordan smashed Malaysia 4-0. Oh. Okay, there was a half chance by Jordan, right? And Korea Republic gets a throw in on the other side of the field.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, that was a close one. And Korea is I don't know. I got a funny feeling, I've been watching Korea quite a few times during this tournament, right? They seem to like sit back for the first 45 minutes and just absorb pressure, right? And then during more or less, after the 45th minute, when everything goes into injury time, that's when they start playing. And then the second half, that's when they really start playing. That's why we keep seeing all these late, what I call goals scored by them, right? All the late goals scored by them.
It's called zombie football.
Oh yeah, they call it the zombie football, right? Yeah.
But as zombie likes, you would like to say about the Korean football, you have to keep in mind that this zombie football is actually working.
Yeah.
It's actually getting through the knockouts.
Yeah. Just as long as you win, right, Chang? Right? Don't forget, we had that zombie football too, right? It was called Conte ball. And big up. I'm not sure this. Is this Colin or is it Ash or is it?
This is Colin. Colin. This is Colin because if it's Jose, you will be under Eltel Cockerel.
Eltel Cockerel.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Eltel Cockerel.
And of course, what Adrian says, right? Yes, Klinsmann seems to be clueless, rely on individual brilliance, after they concede. Yeah, you can say that too. And of course, big up to Eva Man's from Hong Kong. Nice to see you. Right, long time no see. I haven't been doing shows, Eva, right? Yeah, I haven't been doing shows. Good to see you back again. Right, most probably now I've moved to a new place. Maybe I'll get some inspiration to do more shows.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course, Donna Colors for the question for Arthur. I used to say I never fall in love until I found Arthur. Yeah, I never fall in love again. Okay, the what do I call it? The irresistible flirt. Oh, big up to Donna Colors.
I'm glad she's not first.
You made Arthur's day, Donna. And let me see who has joined us next. Is it Ian? Yes.
Jordan,
Ian.
Hey,
Ian,
how are you guys?
welcome to Southeast Asia, Ian. Welcome to Southeast Asia.
Hey, listen, it's my second time here, our second time here in 3 months, and I just love it here. You people are just amazing, absolutely amazing. Hi, Chan, I see you. Who else is there? Eugene and King Arthur the Great.
And Elias is here too, yeah.
And Elias, hi all.
Yeah. So how many beers have you drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. I can't afford. I'm a rich man, but I can't afford to get drunk in Singapore. I'm a very wealthy man, a multi-millionaire, but I can't afford the beer in Singapore.
Yeah, you know why, Ian? In Southeast Asia, right? I think a part of Thailand, the northern part, right? Malaysia and Singapore, right? The alcohol tax is very high. Malaysian alcohol tax is high is because we are a Muslim country. Singapore alcohol tax is high because they can afford it.
Yeah. I mean, food is relatively inexpensive here, but I must tell you something. We went to a Thai restaurant, and Mandy had some prawns in a Thai sauce with coconut milk and what have you. It was delicious. And I just had a chicken with cashew nuts, fairly boring, and some rice. But no one told me about the dry chilies. No one
Oh,
told me about eating a whole dry chili in one mouthful.
so we do
And
it here, right?
it was like, eh? I
We
tell
do
you,
this here. Yeah. One
yeah.
whole stick of dried chili, right? We deep fry it and then you eat it straight.
Oh,
Ian, I thought you were
yeah.
speaking. I thought you were speaking slightly funnier than usual.
Oh, I was gasping for water. I mean, seriously, I've never had anything like that. I mean, I'll eat chilies. I'll make a chili con carne, but this was the absolute. It was absolutely unbelievable. But
But
it's just
Ian,
wonderful to be back here in Asia.
yeah.
Anyway,
But Ian,
Arthur, have you been here?
No.
I'm trying to get him out here, so I'm still working on it.
Arthur,
Yeah.
the most wonderful, warm people you never feel. I don't know what Malaysia's like. I'm sure it's very similar. You feel safe on the streets. No one's going to steal your watch or your wallet or your phone.
Are
No
you
one's
sure?
got a knife.
Oh no, that's Singapore.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
Malaysia different?
Malaysia,
Hi,
no,
Jerry.
no, Malaysia is not that like that.
You want to
Depends-
walk
depends
down
who
an
you are
alley with me in Kudu?
Yeah, and you get the long drop if you do drugs here, or at least if you deal drugs here.
Yeah. Right, depends who you go out with, right? If you go out with the right people, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, probably that's right. That's probably right. But
You're in a Southeast Asian nation, Ian. When you reach a Southeast Asian nation, right? It's about what you have and who you know. So you can do whatever you want with what you have and who you know.
yeah, but
Yeah, but of course it's nice, right, around this area. But I've been saying before, the Vietnamese chilies, right, are more spicier than the chilies that we get on the southern side. I tried that, right? And of course,
Okay.
Mr. Ian, your cuddles are warmer than Asian hospitality, right? Adrian Chia is from Singapore, right? Adrian Chia is in Singapore. I just went to Malacca back in November this year. The food prices were not that cheap, yeah, comparative to Singapore. It depends on where you go, Adrian, right? It depends on where you go.
I think he
Yeah.
probably went to one of those Atas Nyonya restaurants.
Yeah, maybe, right? I don't know. It's more or less the same nowadays. The tourist.
Can I just say this to Mr. Adrian Chia?
I need to put my ears in because I can't hear.
To Mr. Adrian Chia, you can actually look up my name on Facebook or Twitter. If ever you come over to Malacca again, please look me up. Look me up if you ever come back to Malacca, because I'm in Malacca every single weekend to be with my wife and my 2 daughters there. So I would love to see you around Malacca
listen to the chat.
if you ever do come back to Malacca again, Mr. Adrian Chia.
Yeah, big up Adrian Chia. Yep, the game is so boring. We're just having a chat among ourselves. Nothing much is happening. Jordan seems to be the team which is pressing more and pushing more at the
I
moment.
think
So
Jordan is playing a little bit like how how
replay.
Spurs play. Yeah, a little bit like how Spurs play, how Spurs try to play the end ball without Son, Sar, Bissouma, that kind of game.
Ah, yeah,
Say
yeah,
hello, Mandy.
yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Mandy. How are you?
What's that? Sorry.
And what are you doing?
Ian, this is not OnlyFans, right? Okay.
Yeah, I just thought the better looking half of the pair should be on screen.
Yeah.
I think Ian is trying to tell Donna Cullen he's not alone in the hotel room.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Okay, Donna,
Yeah.
don't go too far away. Right. But Ian, after when you going on to the cruise, tomorrow or day
We
after?
go Thursday.
Oh,
We
you
go
day
on
after.
Thursday, and then we finish in Mumbai on the 20th.
Wow.
And then go off on a 9-day tour or an 8-day tour of the Golden Triangle in India, and then home on the 29th.
That's nice.
So,
Yeah.
it's just sorry, I look awful
Okay,
there lying down, don't I? Lying on the bed. There's not really anywhere else to sit here in a hotel room. But Yeah, I could go and sit on a chair. Yeah.
Now, but have you been to India before?
India, no, not at all. No, it's always a
Okay.
country I've been.
That would be an experience for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And of course,
Adrian,
Adrian said, yeah, for sure, I will look you up. Changi traffic, yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
You know,
Changi
when I
traffic.
first time went to Malacca, I actually got
Oh,
lost.
yeah,
I
Chang,
went
traffic
with-
is there, Chang, yeah.
I actually got lost, and I was walking around the street. I somehow came back to the restaurant where all my friends were. So yeah.
Okay.
if you can cross a road in Saigon, you can cross a road anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Saigon is
It's
Vietnamese
unreal.
girls
That,
are
you know, they said that song. Maybe I don't know if you'll know it in Asia, but Katie Melliwer, there's 9 million bicycles in Beijing. Well, I don't know how many there are in Saigon, but there's at least that many. And you cross the road, and no one stops at lights or and everybody just drives round you, and it's unreal. They all just drive round you.
Yeah, they swerve
For
around.
some reason, you never feel for a minute you're going to get run over, despite the fact there's about 200 bicycles and motorbikes and cars driving at you at one time, but you always feel safe. It's weird.
Yeah. That's one thing we will recommend you not to try in Malaysia.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Don't try that
No.
in Malaysia, right? Ian, remember, when you're crossing the streets in Penang, right? Please look left and right, right? Yeah. Malaysian drivers have got this knack of actually accelerating when they see pedestrians.
Especially the Penang drivers. Be careful.
That sounds like
I watched Gran Turismo on the plane coming over as well, so maybe I got an idea of what Malaysian drivers are like then.
Eugene,
Yeah.
that sounds like England. They accelerate at you as well.
Oh,
England.
yeah, absolutely.
But
So anyway, this
anyway.
is what's on for a football match that doesn't seem to be that interesting.
yeah, it's not. In Korea, they're playing the game in the middle of the field. There's nothing happening at either penalty box. Every time I look up, they're in the middle of the field. I see the round circle there. So yeah. So
I would say this though, the Korean build-up play. The Korean build-up play looks more organized. They look like they have the plan going forward, but there's no final end product to the passes in the final third of the pitch. The Jordanians, though, they are very gung-ho. The moment they get the ball, they are pushing up together as one from the midfield up to the final third. So I think it's a matter of which team is going to make the first mistake that's going to lead to the first goal. And because this is a knockout match, you mustn't forget that there is no replays or any sort of second leg in this. It's straight to extra time as well as penalties. So so I'm guessing that none of these teams want to be the first team to be making that first mistake that will lead to an opposition's first goal. I would expect this game to actually pick up the tempo towards the last half hour or so in the second half, because I don't think any of them wants to go the distance, knowing that they have a place in the final. So my bet is on one of these teams to try and squeeze out a winner within the next hour or so before the 90 full minutes are up, because they still have a final to look forward to over the weekend if they do make it to the final. That's just my take on it.
Yeah. And while Chang is saying that, Korea is attacking.
Yes, Korea is attacking. Ball to Sun from Huang. No, sorry, this is Huang. So this Sun from Sun to
Comes
Huang.
down to Son has got the ball, right? Son has got the ball. He's on the left, and
Yes.
he's
got the ball.
sandwiched.
No, that was Huang. That was Huang.
That's Huang. No, Son
Yeah,
is being
that was Huang.
sandwiched.
Sun has just been hacked to the ground. Sun has just been hacked to the ground here.
Sun is in the middle
He's
now.
staying on the ground.
Son is on the ground. Yeah, they just kicked his leg. Why isn't it a free kick? Did he get the ball?
Okay, ball to
It is
Sun.
a free
Ball to
kick,
Sun on the left.
Elias, you are 30 seconds
Yes,
behind us.
correct.
I think I'm ahead of you guys.
What time are you?
Okay,
now-
it's 40
now.
minutes now. 15 seconds. 40 minutes and 15 seconds. What's the time you have?
I've got
14
minutes and
minutes.
20. Yeah. 40 minutes 20. Right, but guys, okay, Chang, any updates on
Okay,
the Iran
so good
game?
News, Sun is picking himself up from the ground.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
for the other match, it looks like I
Oh,
got the
that's
timings
okay.
wrong. The other match is actually going to take place tomorrow. It wasn't a
Yeah,
simultaneous
tomorrow,
match.
yeah.
So the
It's not
other
simultaneous.
semi-final is to take place 24 hours from now at the same time this tomorrow. So I was looking, because I was looking at the time, they were similar times, but I forgot, I failed to check on the dates. So the other semi-final between Iran.
Iran,
Yep. Iran
Iran
and Qatar is
and
tomorrow.
Qatar, yeah. Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah, okay. We won't be doing a watch along for that. Then, so.
Tomorrow.
Chang, when is the final?
On the 10th.
That's a good question. Okay. On the 10th.
Finals on the
The
10th.
10th
The
is
finals on the 10th.
It will be this
First day of
Saturday on
Chinese
the 10th.
Yeah. First day of
10th
Chinese New Year is the
Saturday,
final.
isn't it?
Yeah. it's
Chinese
Saturday.
New Year.
Yeah. And that's when Ian lands in
final-
Penang.
I'll be at
Yes, the day
Spurs.
we
What?
go
The
to
final
Penang.
Oh. And Jordan is
Dangerous free kick by Jordan. They almost found their player in the box, but Jordan are going to try to float another cross into the box, and it's gone up for a throw-in to Jordan.
I think it's a free kick. Offside. Yeah, there's an offside.
Yep, it's offside. Luckily,
Offside.
it's an offside.
Offside.
For two Jordanians
Offside.
offside when Jordan tried to float a
I've got it.
Mhm.
free kick in.
Chang,
Yeah.
I
It
found the
concurrently
channel.
with the Spurs home game this season.
I'm sure you can find it on the telly, right? In the
Yeah, I've
hotel.
got
right,
it.
Ian?
What have you got?
Yeah.
I've got exactly 17:02 at the moment.
My God, you're faster than us. Singapore.
I'm at 16.
Okay, so you're a good 30 seconds.
16.
Yeah, you're a good 30 seconds faster than us.
Right, okay.
Ian, you are faster than us in Scotland. You're faster than us in Singapore. What's going
I
on
believe
here?
that Mr. Ian will be watching on live terrestrial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, right, sir. Yeah. Yes, Chinese New Year is on Thursday. Eva man, go with Choi. Go with Choi,
Yeah.
Eva man. Right. Hopefully you get to meet. You must come.
That's
You have to come. You have to come to Malaysia.
Mr. Ian has the luxury of not having to buffer
Career
his
in the
stream,
dark
like
shirts, am
all of
I
us
right?
who are watching it.
Yeah, yeah. Jordan is attacking like
Jordan on a very dangerous counter attack. They are going down the middle.
That's the shot. That's why
They're going to shoot, and oh, what a save! The Korean goalkeeper just put out a top
Oh, I'm
drawer
30
save.
seconds ahead of you.
It was a shot from outside the
Yeah.
penalty box, straight down the middle.
Yeah, it's 2-0 to
Yeah,
South
that's a
Korea
good
on
save.
my
Yeah,
side.
so you would have seen that. You should have seen that parry by the South Korean goalkeeper.
Actually, the
Yeah, but-
Jordan team is playing a bit of an Ange ball, I would say.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
are
but then
playing
if it came off.
Let's look at this again. Wow, what a shot.
Yeah.
Their centre
Son's
backs are
offside
agile.
here. I think Son has scored, but I think it's offside. Miles off.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
offside.
Miles off. You'll see it. I maybe should
Yeah.
go away now because when I'm watching a game and I'm ahead of you, it's no good.
No, it's okay. And you know, this is Persuasion TV, right? We've been doing it forever. Since
No.
day one.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, we are
you'd be surprised. We actually value your insight.
inside in focus.
Call it clairvoyance. Call it clairvoyance on your part, Mr. Meth.
But Arthur, are you watching the game too?
No.
Just enjoying our company.
Yeah.
Big up.
Oh, offside. That's the goal. That's offside. Yeah, go with Joy. Yeah, go with Joy. Yeah. Is that going with Joy also right? I can't read that.
I also don't know. I think so.
Chang.
Chang, can you read Mandarin?
I was
Chinese.
going to say,
Can you
does
read
that come with fried rice, or is that racist?
I think
Wow,
it's-
is this? I think this is.
I think this is
No, this is This is the traditional script. Let me try and translate this. This is actually using the traditional script rather than the simplified script, which I was
I
brought
think
up
this
on.
is Sing Nian Kuala.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
believe
Mandarin.
you're right. You could be right. You could be right.
No. This is Gong Si Fa Chai. Gong Si Fa Chai.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Gong
Guys,
Si Fa
what do you
Chai,
think about the
Gong-
game at the moment, right? Jordan
yeah.
seems to be the more what called threat, showing more threat than South Korea has been doing this the whole tournament. You know, They try to bore people to death. Right? Like this is what artists be saying, zombie football, right? Right. And of course, 恭喜发财, yeah, 恭喜发财, yeah. Chinese New Year is coming up soon, right? Chinese New Year coming up soon.
Actually, how long does it take to come from Singapore to Malacca? I'm just curious, Adrian Chia.
Okay, that's what Eva said.
From my experience, roughly 3 hours. If there is no traffic, I would say 3 hours drive from Singapore to Malacca, because I used to study in Johor Bahru, and if I were to drive straight up,
it depends. If you're from Singapore, right, crossing that bridge, that is the trick.
the causeway, you're calling the causeway.
The causeway, yeah. If you cross the causeway, right, that's the trick. You know what I'm saying? So at the moment, as I see it, if you're going to leave Singapore on Chinese New Year Day to get into Malaysia, right? No, don't try that.
Oh, please don't.
Is there a driveway? Is there, Eugene or Chang? There's a bridges there between Malaysia and Singapore.
There are two bridges.
There are two bridges actually. There are two causeway bridges.
Yeah. There's the old one and then there's the new one. And both of them will be back by back during Chinese New Year.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, it's not worth the chance. Yeah. You get stuck in that causeway scenario for about 2-3 hours. Okay. Yeah. That causeway scenario. Then it depends on if you by car, you're getting out to Woodlands and all that. Oh no, that's a big headache. Yeah. But if you say on a normal scenario, for you to cross that bridge, the causeway, through immigration and customs and blah blah blah, usually takes about half an hour, right, Chang? Normal scenario is about half an hour.
If I were to use the Tuas second link, yes, roughly about an hour. By Woodlands, I think an hour is a bit too luxurious. I doubt it. You can actually make it through the Woodlands causeway within an hour, given how heavy the traffic is on the Malaysian side, the state of Johor, especially over at I think it's City Square or the there was this bay.
I think City Square. You reach.
Wow, Mr. Chris Agomba. Welcome to Spurs Vision TV, Mr. Chris Agomba, sir. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person after so many times seeing you in the chats all over the place.
Chris is a regular at Spurs Vision TV. I haven't been doing much shows, so I haven't seen you. Chris, how are you doing? The game is boring, right? So we are just chatting about Southeast Asia, and it's Chinese New Year is coming up, and Ian is in Singapore at the moment, so that's the exciting part.
I've seen some of the photos. Yeah, it's very nice. I've been there before, so on honeymoon.
Yeah.
So.
Look at that, what Adrian Chia said, right? It took him 7 hours on Deepavali weekend, right? And he took the second leg. Crossing the Johor custom was actually quick. Problem was the huge jam heading into Malacca. 7
That's
hours
always
to get
a problem.
from Singapore to Malacca, yeah.
It has taken me 9
Mr.
hours
Adrian Chia,
to get from KL to Penang.
Mr. Adrian Chia, this is a tip for you, okay, from a Malaccan who's always had to drive up to Singapore on my own and vice versa. If you ever find yourself in that situation, having to drive from Singapore into Malaysia, I would suggest you use a GPS software to get you around the traffic. Over here in Malaysia, we always use Waze, because more often than not, you can actually drive along the federal roads or the state roads away from the highways and the toll plazas, and that would usually more often than not be a lot faster and smoother compared to using the expressway coming into Malaysia from Singapore. That's what I will do. By the way, just as I've said that, Lee Kang In just took a wonderful a well-taken volley. It was very central. It was a bit too high, but that was, I believe, the first real attempt that South Korea have been able to muster against the Jordanian goal. And it's only taken them 24 minutes to come up with their first meaningful shot in the game. So that's just how pedestrian the South Korean build-up is in this game. From that expression by Ian Meff, I suspect.
Scored here. Took a really good save. Lovely run by the Jordan number 11. Left foot shot. Good save You'll see it, I'm
Yeah.
sure, on your screens in a minute or so, half a minute. Really good save from the South Korean goalkeeper.
We'll get to see it. We'll get to see it soon. Right.
Okay,
Chris,
let's see this now.
I hope all's well.
Oh my word!
Are you
Can you
working,
hear it?
have
Can
you
you
got
hear this, Mr. Chris?
everybody?
Can you hear us? Or is he frozen?
Now he can hear us. Now, are you what? Do you have a stream for the game or something like that?
No, I don't. You can't get it in the UK.
Okay. I'll share with you one.
Maybe you can share it in the private chats, right? Share it to the private chat so Arthur and maybe Chris can get hold of something to watch. Right. Yeah, that's a good one. And that's how that Swifty, right? Swifty says, right, hit that like and subscribe, hit that like and subscribe. And the thunder is thundering like crazy here now. Is it raining in Klang there?
Clang? Yes, it is.
Oh, no wonder. I can hear the thunders going on. So Elias put the link into the private chats. Arthur, if you want, can maybe get hold of it. Chris, if you want, can get hold of it too. Right.
It has a lot of ads though, that streaming site.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'm going to bow out. Okay.
All right, Arthur, take care.
And you, my friend.
Catch up with you later, right? We'll be able to catch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk later. All right. Bye-bye.
Look forward to it. Bye. Bye.
Right,
See you
take care,
later. Bye.
Bye-bye. And I don't know where Chang went, so Arthur's going to make the move first. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can hear thundering and lightning. So, Malaysia, whenever it rains, right, the internet gets really bad. So that's all I can say. Yeah.
My internet doesn't get that problem though. It's raining at my side.
Well, good save by
the way,
goalkeeper.
Chris, I always wanted to ask you: Are you like siblings with Holy Agumba or something?
No, they are 10 cousins or something.
They are cousins, is it? Oh, okay.
Chris Agumba is the original Agumba. Holly Agumba is not the original. Nah, they're all original. They're all Agumbas. But Chris, you were saying, right? Holly and you are like what? 7 distant cousins or something like that?
She's my 8th cousin.
8th cousin, yeah.
8.
8th cousin, how does that work?
Yeah.
You have
So
to go
that-
back
that- that's
7
some-
generations to find a relative that we share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys did literally found each other? How do you figure it out? Like your 8th cousin?
We found each other through this.
Wow.
Yeah, we know. And this was 3 years ago, right? Oh, that's a loud one.
Yeah, it's gone quick.
Then how you guys know that you guys are like 8th cousin? Do you try like the app, the ancestry.com or something?
No, my 7th cousin, he's into ancestry stuff. So he's written books on our family, so he knows.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, the Agumba name goes back way back then. You're talking about 7
Centuries,
generations, right? Yeah, you're talking about
so it's been traced.
5
How
centuries.
back?
It's been traced back to
How back does it go?
about 16 something. So a long time.
500 years ago. Yeah, close to. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Oh, Korea. Oh, offside. Free kick, penalty. Korea's got a penalty for handball.
Yeah, now the Jordan players are appealing or something.
Korea's. Oh dear.
He's got to look at the screen. Do you? I actually just checked out got the boys' room, but they're checking a penalty. I don't know what for.
Yeah.
No. It's okay. I think I know. Is the player got in the way? It's a foul, I think. It's a foul, not a handball.
Oh, it'll be overturned. Yeah, the foot has been stamped somewhere else, right? And Chang, you have the key to bring yourself in, right?
It's a penalty. Oh, or is it?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I
didn't realize that because
No.
Nah, it'll be overruled.
From
By the
my
way, I
screen,
must-
the referee has gone over to check on VAR right now. The referee is
Yeah.
checking the off-field VAR monitor.
He's given a free. I don't know if you want me to say. I won't, but he's given a free kick to Jordan. I think
Yeah,
for handball.
he'll give the free kick to Jordan for handball or foul, right? And Adrian just asking, anyone's been to Korea before? Nah, I haven't been to Korea before.
Nope. I
Yeah.
usually go to Korean restaurants here.
Yeah. And of course, the studs want to join Canadian. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
just said studs on the right. Okay.
yeah. Overruled. VAR overruled.
Yeah. Looks
Yeah.
like I went to the boys' room at a critical time, but there you go.
And nothing happened after that, Ian. So not too critical.
Too much information, Eugene, eh?
Not too critical. Not too critical. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ian, where are you going tomorrow? Singapore. You plan
Tomorrow we've
something?
got a half-day tour of, I don't know, the Botanic Gardens or one or two bits of Singapore. I suspect we haven't done. That's only till 2:00. So maybe we'll go. Well, I think we'll go to Chinatown. It's really buzzing in
Chinese New
Singapore
Year.
with the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Maybe have some Chinese food. Maybe go to Raffles. We've been there before, but just having a Singapore slinging Raffles, there's something about that. Korea, Sonny's a lovely move. Ball into the box. Oh, he's hit the post with an overhead kick. The number 10, I don't know who he is. Wow, what an
Lee
effort.
Lee
All right, we'll
Kang
get
In.
to see. We're gonna get a look into that soon. Yeah, but Ian, I'm not sure Adrian is still on the show or not. Maybe we can link up with him, right? But I'm not sure whether he's free or not because it's near Chinese New Year. Right. So
Yeah, I mean, a lot they're saying about when we get to Penang, everything will be closed, but
everything Chinese New Year, I think most of the hawker centers will be closed. But if you go to the shopping centers, you'll still get a bit of the the local delicacy there.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can go like Dragon Eye or
Nah,
Din
you're
Tai
not gonna eat dim sum and all. Oh, it hit the post. DJ.
That was insane. It was a bicycle kick. It was a bicycle kick, and it was very central, but somehow or other it was redirected to the far post, and the goalkeeper was absolutely
nowhere near it, right? And what's Adrian says, right? Singapore sling at the Raffles, right? Tourist trap, though.
Yeah,
Tourist trap.
absolutely. It's a tourist trap.
It is a tourist trap, but when you're in there, there's a bit of history there.
Yeah, I know.
when
You
we
have to
were
go
there,
there. Yeah.
when
The
we were
colonial
there
days.
last time, the girl said, "Look, would you mind sitting at the
Yeah, it was
bar?"
lovely.
And it's like, going to football and saying, "Would you like to be in the director's box?" It's just, and they're giving you peanuts and you're throwing the shells on the floor like you're in some sort of cheap western tavern. It's unreal, but
It brings back old memories of the colonial days, right? So I guess that's the part of history, that you guys will enjoy.
Yeah.
And what Adrian says, right?
They have
what Adrian
street
is saying,
markets for Chinese New Year in Chinatown.
yeah. And if you go in the afternoon, it'll be hot. That's what Adrian Chia said. That's why we rather do
it's
night
not as bad
markets.
as it was.
We rather do night markets in Southeast Asia, right? And of course, evening, right? It'd be nice in the evening, but it'd be very crowded too. Yeah, a lot of people come out. In the night,
We'll maybe go late afternoon or something. It's 2 stops on the metro, so on the Blue Line. I think we're station 21 and it's number 19 or something. It's the metro's so brilliant here. It's just so good.
Yeah, I need to ask Adrian Chia this, right? Adrian, Newton Circle doesn't exist anymore, right? Chang, do you know where Newton Circle is? Or have you heard of it before? Yeah. And of course, Ivan, Ian was in Hong Kong. When were you in Hong Kong? November, right?
We were in Hong Kong in November. I loved Hong Kong as well.
I used to I take fireworks carnival. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But speaking of Newton, the whole area around Yishun, Bishan, Bradle, Tampines, Newton, that Newton Circle, I think they redirected it to a monorail, if not mistaken, in that area. So it's been a few years since I've been back there, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's been discontinued in light of the recent monorails that have been set up all around the
I don't
island.
know. I remember there was a monorail near Newton Circle, right? The Newton Food Center is still there. Oh, it's still there. Wow. Okay. I have to go and make a trip there next time, right? The last year I went there, I didn't have time to go there. But the Newton Circle, the Newton Food Center is actually more of a night thing, you know, right? More a night thing. And I'm not sure whether you guys know this. Chang will know this. Of course, Asians will know this. Newton Circle has one of the best ojian, which is actually oyster and eggs, right? Asian style oyster and eggs, right? So it's an oyster egg omelette, right? They have one of the best there. And I'm not sure whether the old lady is still cooking there, right? And that was like 30 years ago. It's been such a long time since I got back to Singapore. I hate Singapore now because of the exchange rate. That's all. Can't afford to go to Singapore anymore. Yeah. Even
I thought
Ian's
you went
complaining
there
the beer is expensive.
I thought you went there like last. Was it?
I was
August or
there.
July?
I was there in August. Yeah, I was there in August. But I was on a cruise too. You see, we dropped by. 2 days day trip kind of thing, back and forth. Right. We went to. Ian, have you been to the Marina Sands Marina Bay?
Marina Bay Sands.
Marina Bay Sands, whatever.
Yeah, the Marina Bay in the Sands. We went there last time. The big hotel.
Oh yes, it's
Yeah,
fabulous down there. So
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, we were there in when we were here in November. It is gorgeous down there, and we went to the big hotel, and then they had fireworks on the
No, there weren't fireworks. There were lights.
light show. By the way, over the bay.
That's nice.
Yeah, spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
Okay.
We're a little
Yeah.
bit
If you
further
ever
away.
do go back there, Mr. Mev, I would suggest you check out this theme park called Universal Studios. If you ever do get a chance to go back to Marina Bay, it's quite a spectacular theme park over there in Singapore. That's Universal Studios.
But Universal Studios is in Marina Bay?
Yeah.
It's not Marina
Okay.
Bay, though, is it?
Then what is
No,
in Sentosa Island?
Universal Studios is
on
out towards
Sentosa
the
Island.
airport.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
Sentosa
Universal
Island. Okay, so I'm confused.
No,
Is it not?
Universal Studios is in Sentosa Island, which is run by Resort World.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did go there too. But
we
didn't
did go,
first.
but isn't that towards the airport?
No. Airport is Changi. Sentosa Island
I'm
is
getting
a
confused.
separate island where you
That's
go
where the
go
cable
to.
car is.
Talk
Yeah,
about
the
it.
cable car. Yes, Sentosa Island is where
Yeah.
the cable car is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see what Adrian says. Yeah, Universal Studio is Resort World. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't go to
Sentosa.
the studios.
I'll also live in Sentosa the way.
Yes.
Someone-
Owned by Genting. We know that too. Living
Yeah.
part time.
But my
we know.
Sentosa is owned by the gangsters of Tang, not by Genting.
Yes. I know Klein's got a Sentosa too. Yes.
Korea coming forward, driving down the right,
You see,
and they're
after-
trying to proceed back to the middle.
Yeah. That's what I keep saying.
Korea driving forward with purpose now. Korea really trying to build a head of steam here.
The head of there, so.
In the sun coming down from the left, and it's tame, very tame cross by Sun.
Actually, if given a chance, I was finally coming.
Korea now coming down from the right.
Sorry,
This is a better
Is that like an
play.
old Barcelona kit?
But I keep saying, right, Korea doesn't start playing until like something in the 30th or 40th minute. That's when they start playing. I don't understand what's this weird thing with Korea at the moment, right?
The kit that South Korea are wearing, it does remind me a lot of the colorful swirl that it was called the unrepeatable or never again to be produced kit that we had. I believe it was under Nuno before it went over to Conte 2 seasons back.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kit is very similar to that. It's supposed to be a sort of unrepeatable line of kits. whereby
Because
this is the one.
we made an unrepeatable mistake of hiring Nuno that season.
Yes, yes. And Eva Man says that she has that kid too. Yeah, the kid that looked like paint was thrown on it and just thrown into the washer and just let it dry. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that kid was horrible. Seriously.
But I
I don't know.
actually like our kid.
But no, that kid is like every piece is unique on its own, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Yes.
Right. There was no one same design for that kid.
That's why they call it unrepeatable.
Yeah, and Korea gets a corner, and there's a free kick over there. Nope, get up. And Korea has more control of the game now. Okay, Korea seems to have gotten a grasp of the game. Yeah, and we reached the 40th minute.
Oh,
and that was a
good
bad
chance
pass.
from Jordan.
Yeah, that was a
Jordan
bad pass.
almost scored a goal.
Yeah, if Jordan is going to score a goal, Ian is going to jump up. Oh, that was trying to emulate what happened with the Korean team, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, have you been to any games lately?
Lee Kang-in is going forward.
Not this season, no. It's been hard to get tickets.
You haven't been any. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. And of course, good afternoon to Jose. Good afternoon, Jose, Chang, Chris. Yeah. Good afternoon, Jose. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Jose.
Big up Eltel Cockrell. How do you say that actually? Is it Eltel Cockrell or is it Eltel Cockrell?
Whatever.
Jose says it's the best way.
Yes, that's what Iverman says. Yeah.
The way Mr. Jacob Walraven says it on United Spurs of America is it on United Spurs of America, and I've been saying, and I have Eltel Cockerell himself face to face on StreamYard and also on YouTube. So it's wow.
That is a double play.
How did Jordan score? How did Jordan?
My goodness, this goalkeeper is a beast. Can we sign him as our second goalkeeper after Vicario?
He's the replacement goalkeeper.
Yeah, he's a good replacement. I think Levy should go for someone like him.
Yeah. Tell you what, guys, the number 10 and the number 11 for Jordan, when they get the ball, they look like they could create mayhem in that South Korean defense. Really good players.
Okay. I don't know what you guys have seen on your screen, but on my screen, it looks as though the South Korean keeper saved a point-blank shot with his face from only 2 yards out. The number 11, the Jordanian number 11, Yazan, took a shot with his right foot from about 2 yards out, very central, and the goalkeeper has saved it with his face.
Yeah, and saved it in the face. And to tell you what Ian says correct, you know. Yazan, number 11, seems to be a very good player to me. Right? The Jordanian guy. And some of these Middle Eastern players, right, they actually play in Malaysia. You'll be surprised.
Who plays in Malaysia?
Some of these Middle Eastern players, they play for Malaysia. There was one guy called Fadi or something like that. He plays for PDRM. I can't remember.
Wow.
Fadi comes from Qatar or where else? Right.
Actually, the Korean goalkeeper, I'm surprised he's actually in K-League 1 club. Ulsan HD. But he's old, lah. He's old. He's 32 years old.
Yeah, we what? You think we're gonna buy him? Nah, we ain't gonna buy him.
Take him on loan. Like I mean, Foster is like 34, 35 now.
Yeah, maybe for a backup. Yeah, but nah.
No, I would take him as a backer actually.
Glenn.
Yeah.
I'm coming up for 44, 50, 5 minutes stoppage time, boys.
Yeah, 5 minutes stoppage time. Okay.
Oh, And David Beckham's there. In what capacity is David Beckham there?
I'm not sure, I heard
Ambassador.
David Beckham.
He should
No.
be there as an ambassador.
But guys, wait.
I-
Did you hear that David Beckham was in Malaysia recently?
Yes,
week?
I almost
Yeah.
missed it. I was actually at
You
the
were there?
mall just 5 minutes before that event. I didn't know about it.
Okay.
Later on, I saw on my Instagram, I could see he was at TRX.
Oh, he was at TRX. And I'm not sure what he opened. He did an opening for something, right? I'm not sure.
I
And
did
in the
ask-
chat, I don't support JDT. I'm a KL boy, so I support KL FC or KL City FC or something like that. Have not followed Malaysian football in a long time. Right?
I thought you were a
JD
Putong boy.
Puchong, nah. Right. Yeah, and the thing is, to tell the truth, right? JDT is the Man City of Malaysian Super League, so nothing to
I
say
don't
about
even
that.
know what.
Where is this game being played? I should know this, but I don't.
Qatar,
Qatar,
education
right?
system-
It's in Qatar.
Qatar, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Qatar education stadium, or I can't, one of the stadiums.
One of the container stadiums.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
says that it does actually just say there Qatar 2023. So,
Yeah.
oh, that's a foul, surely.
Yeah.
Yellow card for the Jordanian for dangerous play.
Tell you the truth, right? The Jordanian number 11 Yazan, right? I
Yeah,
think he's
well-
he's even better than our Brennan Johnson. At least he can
I
dribble
know.
past the players.
You can't, Eugene, you can't compare that way because they are now playing a national competition. In the league is very different.
Yeah. Everything can't compare.
So we're coming up to 2 minutes. We're coming up to 2 minutes now on injury time of the
Is that a
5
kick on the
allotted.
Yellow card. He gets kicked in the face.
Yeah. You'll see this. It'll come up. Jordan have if you with
Oh,
the
it's
white
Wang.
shirts, they're almost playing a Tottenham high line here, defending that free kick. Balls in. They've done well. Jordan got it away.
Jordan is playing Ange ball.
Guys, did you all see that at the NLD there was one advertisement at Arsenal? It was saying Tottenham Hotspur. Did you all know? Not NLD, sorry. At this previous Liverpool and Arsenal game, there was one advertisement there, and it was actually saying Tottenham Hotspur there.
I never noticed it.
Yes, there was one.
Yeah.
Big.
So that's big up to who then?
Oh, time. I'm gonna have a shower.
No, you won't.
Who's in charge
Big
of
up to
marketing?
Lee.
Oh, we can both
Big
have
up,
a shower.
big up to Levy.
Big up to Todd Klein. Just before he left, he got the advertisement into Arsenal.
Yeah, that's a very shit show as well. He was hired to actually get the naming rights, and still we don't have the naming rights.
Bro, he was earning something like £1 million a year.
Crazy.
Yeah. Was it £1 million or £2 million a year?
But-
I think it's £1 million a year.
But he's
He was earning
now at Chelsea,
£2 million.
or rather the chief operations. Yeah, Todd Klein has gone over to Chelsea right now.
Yeah, Todd Klein is going over to Chelsea. No, he can't go over yet. He's on gardening leave until his contract ends.
Gardening leave.
So we are coming up to 4 minutes. We are coming up to 4 minutes of the 5 allotted injury time. That's about 1 minute left, 60 seconds left of injury time to play. Not inclusive of any other further added minutes, which I can't see the referee giving at the end of this. It's going to be a goalless first half to contend with, and I believe this actually suits both teams as they will be looking for a knockout sucker punch in the second half once we get underway. Honestly, this looks like it could go either way if the first half is anything to go by. Both teams have had their chances, don't get me wrong, and both of them look very, very lively. There doesn't seem to be any sort of fatigue or I will call it like cumulative sort of a wariness that has affected most of the other Asian teams in this tournament.
Yeah, I know.
I
And
would
And we're coming up to the last 30 seconds now.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
describe this as a really typical semi-final, a little bit tetchy, not a lot of, not a lot of real quality. Korea are in here. Oh, over the bar. Big over the bar. Big chance for South Korea. Just in the 6-minute ball,
Yes,
slightly
and
behind. Don't know the player. I'm afraid I don't know the player. The ball's slightly behind him, and he swung his left-footed, and it's gone ballooned it over the bar. That
yeah,
ball's another couple of feet further forward, and he can swing his foot through it.
And
But
I think it would
that's
have been
half
offside.
time.
yeah. And of course, Adrian, Adrian says he used to work in Surabaya, Indonesia, right? Football there is mental. Indonesia has got a very bad track record for their fans. It's caused a lot of problems, death, riots. He was saying the derby will cause riots, right? Especially Surabaya against Arema, right? And of course, there was one time 120 people actually died in 2022. Yeah, we know that too. Yeah, there was a
Actually,
tragedy
the
in.
Indonesian fans are crazy, even in the badminton stadiums. Like, they
Oh,
make so
I tell you, Indonesian what call their ultras are really really bad, right?
okay.
And people died. Yeah, because the last time that I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a stampede. You see, the stadium was over. Well, during the local derby game, there was a stampede, and people were actually crushed to death. Right? And
dear.
if I'm not mistaken, to that, yeah. Or was there a collapse in one of the stands or something like that? So it was really bad. So football and the ugly side of football. There's ugly side of football, and of course we come to the second half at this time, right? So,
Chris,
all right,
Chris,
Yeah.
where in UK do you live?
Eugene and
I
Chang
live-
and everybody, I'm going to log out here. I need a shower. Been in the same clothes far too long, so I'm going for a shower. I maybe watch a bit of the second half before I fall asleep, but it's been a long 24 hours. What a pleasure to do this though from
Yeah.
Asia. I had to do this while I was in
Yes,
Southeast
I know.
Asia.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wonderful people. So enjoy the second half. I hope South Korea do win it. I know it means we miss Mr. Son for another week, but so be it. I'm sure he'll come back stronger with a winner's medal. Guys,
That's
it's
true.
been an absolute blast to do this from Singapore to Malaysia. And Elias, where are you? Where are you?
Malaysia.
Yeah,
Oh,
live
you're in
Malaysia.
Malaysia as well.
Yeah,
Chris?
live in Malaysia.
Yeah, enjoy your trip.
Yeah, Chris, where are you?
I'm sitting in Essex, so near Colchester.
Right, okay.
Essex?
Yeah. What part of Asia is Colchester? I love it. All right, guys, have a great end of the
All right,
show. And,
enjoy your holiday, right? Ian, keep in touch when you reach Malaysia. All right.
I promise.
Okay.
We'll be there on the 10th, which is Saturday. And you, Chang. It's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Take care.
All right, take care, Ian. Bye bye.
All the best.
Yeah, 10th Eugene will take a drive down to Penang just before the Chinese New Year jam. See.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah, I'm about several thousand miles from Penang.
No, Eugene. Actually, what you can do is, if you really want to go see Ian, take the train, the
You ain't going nowhere.
ETS.
You
ETS,
crazy. You
take
can't. Yeah, you must know, right? It's Chinese New Year, right? You can't leave your
Take
family.
the ETS lah. Take the ETS.
You can't leave your family during Chinese New Year. The ETS tickets have been sold out for the past 2 months.
Is it? Okay, I haven't
Yeah.
checked.
You can't get the train tickets up north for the past 2 months. All the tickets are fully booked, right? So, ain't going nowhere. Chinese New Year, you gotta stay with your families.
So, for just for the benefit of anyone else who's tuning into this live watch along, just to recap or to summarize everything that has been going on for the first 45 minutes of this first half. It's been a very cagey affair. It's been a very lively and very entertaining first half. Don't get me wrong, but both teams have played out a stalemate that resulted in a goalless first half. There wasn't really much invention going forward from either team, although there have been a few rather half-hearted chances at goal. registered by both teams. The Jordanian national team having come closest to opening the scoring on a couple of occasions, but thanks to the heroics of their backup goalkeeper, who has managed to keep the score level pegging at 0-0 at first half. South Korea themselves had a penalty shout overturned by the referee because of a handball leading up to the penalty shout. So at halftime, it still remains at 0-0. And if the previous fixtures are anything to go by, we can expect quite a lot of changes from either team going into the second half. For me, I believe a single goal will be enough for either team to win this. The first goal would be the one and only goal in this side if the previous fixtures are anything to go by. So whichever team scores first, the onus will be on them to go on and qualify for the final. That's just my take on it after I've seen the first half.
Yeah, and of course, Lee Young from Tottenham Way. I'm not sure this is Stel. I guess this will be Stel, right? Stel, if you want to hop on, let me know. I'll send you the link. And of course, to Leo, big up to Leo, Mahai Hotspur, big up, right? And good morning. I think Leo is, in America it's in the morning time now, right? If I'm not mistaken.
11 a.m. there.
I believe
it's just before
8 a.m.
lunchtime.
If it's in Denver, Colorado should be about 6 a.m. It could be 6 a.m. over there in Denver, Colorado right now. I could be wrong because it's approaching midnight here in Southeast Asia. So I'm guessing it's about either 6 or 7 a.m. over in Denver, Colorado.
Almost 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. It's about
I think
14
Leo
hours
is in mountain time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 9 a.m. there.
Yeah, it's about 14 hours behind it or something like that. Yeah, big up to Leo, big up. Good morning, right? And let me see who else has jumped on or trying to jump back on. Let me put you in. And Chang is coming on again. He's frozen on the other one. Now we have two Changs. Look at that. One frozen Chang and one moving Chang. Oh dear.
Eugene, I think your virtual background or your green screen is on. Your shirt is.
I know. But I don't know how to switch off the green screen virtual background things.
Just go to settings. So just go to settings.
Yes.
Go to virtual background. Just put there none rather than. I can put this for instance.
None. It doesn't have anything here to say none.
There should be one there.
It doesn't have anything that says none. I don't have none. I only got fade. Green screen is on. I have green screen. If I take away the green screen, you see, if I take out the green screen, I get my virtual. I get this media.
Better.
Yeah, I can't take off that one. I have a green screen. Yeah, I have a green screen. Then it becomes that. If I put the backdrop to blue, right, then I'll be more transparent. Look at that. So I have to put it back to green. Yeah, that's the weird part. Recommended, blah, 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 JPEG. That's the fade part. Don't forget that there's this fade thing here. That
Any of you gonna wear first kit on CNY day one? No, I'm not.
Let me see what.
I'm actually gonna have a very boring CNY this year. I'm not going anywhere.
Nah, usually can't wear a Spurs kit. Yeah.
For me, for my annual gatherings back in Malacca here in Malaysia, I always wear my Spurs kits on the first day of Chinese New Year. Usually, when I wear my Spurs kits on Chinese New Year, I will always get one with my name and number at the back of the kit. So because I'm the goalkeeper for Malaysia Spurs for our local club. So anytime I wear a kit for Chinese New Year, it will always have my name together with the number 1 for the goalkeeper.
Mhm.
So yeah, I always wear. Spurs
I know, but
kits on
do
the first day
you get new Spurs kits then?
You mean in Malacca?
Yeah, when you wear your
Spurs
first kit,
kits in Malacca.
it's a new Spurs
Yes.
kit, right? You're gonna wear new
Yes,
things.
I will always wear the new kits. I will wear the new kits of that season on the first day of Chinese New Year. So for the rest of the season, leading up to the first day of Chinese New Year, it's just all old kits until the actual first day of Chinese New Year, which I will wear the latest kit for that particular season of that year of Chinese New Year.
Yeah, okay. Big up, Bobby K. Big up, big
Bobby
up. How you doing?
Tang,
Again?
Bobby Tang.
Good morning to you in Canada.
Bobby
Right.
Tang.
Yeah. Good. So, Chris, how have you been doing? Right, haven't seen you in such a long time.
Yeah, I've been good. Yeah, I've been working and family stuff, and yeah, just trying to
How's your
enjoy
dad?
life. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, cancer's all
He's
clear
recovered?
still. So
Oh, that's good. Thank
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's yeah. So that's the most important thing. Health, right? Health is important, right? Yeah. So, but like you said, you haven't had a chance to go to any games, right? So, are you planning to go any games at this period of time, or are you still too busy?
we'll see how see how it goes. Try and do some before the end of the season, hopefully.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Which game are you planning to go to then? You have to pick up one, right? At least.
North
have to
London
check.
Derby.
Not London Derby. That we're playing home, right? We already played away, so yeah, yeah.
No, we are
It's
playing
hard to
home.
get tickets for those.
Yeah, you can't get the tickets. That's the sad part, right? And of course, Adrian just says, "Wow, I have a brand new latest Spurs away kit that I haven't worn. Yep, thinking I should wear it. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Right? Go ahead.
Actually, let me show you guys one kit that I have now.
Please don't bring out your Arsenal kit.
No, I have a special kit now.
Yeah.
I actually got one kit now that I have a trilogy. I have the winners of the 2008 League Cup. So there's Paul Robinson here. On top is Paul Robinson, and then this one is Aaron Lennon, and then at the bottom here is Berbatov.
Berbatov, yeah.
This one is Berbatov.
I didn't hang my signature kits up, so yeah. I got one of those and Berbatov, so yep. One of those, yeah. But one thing is the dark color. It's dark colored though. New Spurs kit, which is dark colored. Which one are you talking about? The purple one that I have behind here? Adrian? Is it that one? This isn't called purple. There's a name for this color. I can't remember what they call this.
What's it called?
It's kind of like a mocha color.
Beige.
No, it's not beige. There's a special name for it. It was some
skin color, skin pink.
No, it's like a mocha. It's like a coffee drink.
Oh, it was the awakened
Mocha.
dark blue.
That's interesting.
Mocha. No. This is not mocha. It's more like latte actually.
It's purplish, brownish.
It's a bit like latte, a light color latte.
In the beginning, we used to call it shit. But to tell you the truth, right? If you get the kit in real, right, it looks good. You get what I'm saying? But when you see it on the field and when they're running around with it, maybe with the sweat and whatever gets into it.
But when we're playing it, we're shit.
Yeah. Adrian's got a third kit too. Oh, it's got Tope. Yes, Tope. That's Adrian knows everything. Big up to Adrian. Yeah, we got Adrian chair. Called Tope. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah. But like I'm saying, right? Of course, Chris, right? If you get the chance to get to the NLD in at home, I'm sure you really go. But tickets are really hard to get for that game, if I'm not mistaken. It's not easy to get tickets for that game. But you get some, I mean, maybe Spurs Luton or something like that. Luton Spurs. Yeah.
No,
I think we still have to play. We have to play Luton at home still, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Have we played? Yeah, we still have to play Luton at home. Hey, have you seen Luton play recently? I tell you, right? If we go out, if they go down, right, and their striker, what's that boy's name? Adebayo. Yeah, we should get him.
he's pretty good.
Yeah, the Adebayo guy.
Yeah, I mean they've got like Townsend and Barclay as well, haven't they?
Barkley,
I mean, they're doing well for them.
Recently, I watched which game they played. Oh, the Newcastle game, was it? Was it the Newcastle game recently? The game that ended 4-4 all. Yeah, Newcastle game, right? Yeah. 4-all game. Yeah. And what he says, Adebayo is hot. What Bobby says, I've got coffee for one for myself for Christmas, and I think little K's got the one, big K's got the blue one. Yeah, the goalie kit. I love all three of them. Yeah, and Doherty is good too. Yeah, Doherty. Yeah, not Doherty, right? It is Doherty. Yeah. But Luton seems to be, playing some nice football recently. That's what I've been seeing. Right? And the game is restarting soon, if I'm not mistaken. Right? The Korean players are huddling in the center. And I guess we are hopefully can get this settled in the 90th minute. If not, this game will be prolonged. I'm not sure whether it gets into the penalties and all that. But let's see whether it's going to be more exciting this half. And
Eugene, excuse me for a while. I see you. I'll come back in a while after our half time. Let me go say hi to. I'll be back in a while. Let me go say hi to the Talk and Ball guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you'll come back later. Right. Talk and Ball is on at the moment. Yeah. Right. Chang, are you going over to Talk and Ball?
Not anytime yet. I'll still be with you here until the end of this watch along before I hop over to Talk and Ball, because I did inform them that I would only come on to report on the end of this semi-final to see if Son Heung-min has indeed qualified for the final, or he will be on the plane back, hopefully in time for the home match, home game, the next home league game against Brighton this coming Saturday.
We're playing Brighton at home. Oh dear.
Mm.
You just got a sigh.
I think Deserby's got a match ban as well.
Oh dear, yeah. And of course, Klinsmann is the worst worse than Ten Hag playing terrorist football. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But the thing is that he gets the results right. If they get into the final and if they win this cup, it doesn't matter what kind of football you play, right? You won the cup. That's all. It doesn't matter. Right. That's the problem with being Spurs fan. We're also spoiled by, we have to play good football first before we win anything. But after nearly 20 over years, just one trophy, I've gone to the stage of it doesn't matter how we play, just as long as we win something. That's my philosophy at the moment. And especially, people, like fans like Chris and I, we are like, in the stages of, like waiting for such a long time. It's not like Arthur, Arthur, at least you've seen the 61, 62 lifting, right? Right. I think I'm sure like Chris, right? We want to see a Premier League title before we pass on. Levy passes on first. Oh dear. But it is what it is. Being a Spurs fan, that's why we're here watching Korea play Jordan, which is on the replay or a rematch of the game that drew in the group stages 2-2. Somehow or another, this game seems to be a bit tepid because, like what Chang's been saying, a bit cautious, right? Trying not to be too gung-ho and lose the plot, because at the end of the day, the prize is getting to the final of the Asian Cup. So I guess at the moment, let's see who is going to take more risks here, right? And like Adrian says, right, I've seen zilch titles too. Yeah, a lot of us have seen zilch titles. Yeah. So let's hope we can get one before our time is up. That's my only, I think, one of my few wishes that I wish to actually do. And if we do win a league title, I'll be in London or on the streets with you guys. And Korea now seems to be having the ball, right? A bit more. Like I said, Korea seems to be playing, how would you say? They come out more in the second half. I don't know why. The first half, they are like asleep and just drifting through. Is maybe Klinsmann is saying, don't put too much effort in the first half because the next 45 minutes is on the way, right? Perform there well and we'll win the game. Right? And at the moment now,
I would say, sorry to interrupt there, Mr. Eugene. I would say based on the performances of the Korean national team in this Asian Cup, it would appear to me that Klinsmann has drilled it into the team to reserve themselves for when the game really matters, which is the second half. I mean, you could go all out in the first half if you want to, but chances are you're going to end up like what Spurs have been doing of late, which is to concede stupid goals, needless and give away needless fouls leading up to goals towards the business end of the 90 minutes, if you catch my drift. So whatever Klinsmann is doing right now, the national squad, I believe it's working to a certain extent. Of course, it's not all that pleasing to the eye, but then again, when in knockout football, the only thing that matters is the result come the 90th minute. So if this is the case for the Korean national team, I believe Jurgen Klinsmann has every right to set up the Korean national team the way he has. Hopefully, in the next 45 minutes or so, at the end of the final 90 minutes of regulation time, we will have a winner. And I would love nothing more than to see Son Heung-min qualify for the final, in the hopes that he will finally be able to lift the Asian Cup as Korean national captain.
That's true. That's true. 64 years wait, right? I guess if Klinsmann brings back the cup to them, he'll be a national hero, right? All the way how they've been playing the game, and how they've been passing through these stages of this Asian Cup, it wouldn't matter anymore. Because if you put that trophy into the cabinet and you are the champion, right? All the shit that's gone by is all forgotten. That's all I can say, right? It doesn't matter how you play, but it is what it is, right? And Chris, were you able to get the link to watch the game?
It didn't work, no.
Okay. It didn't work. All right.
No. I'll
It-
keep
maybe
an eye on
some-
it on the BBC website.
Okay. BBC is having okay. Keep refreshing there. Right. But now Korea seems to be in control of the game. They have the ball more, right? Not like the first half where Jordan was dominating, more or less in control, in possession. And to tell the truth, right, in the first half, Jordan had more clear-cut chances than Korea, especially, the goalkeeper has been doing a magnificent job in keeping Jordan out. But let's see now whether Korea can actually create something here, right? But possession is in the Koreans' hands. It's been going back and forth. Yeah. And I guess a little bit more energy has been put into the Korean team at the moment. Yeah. But Jordan is pressing well, right? While Korean is just having possession. Yeah. Somehow or another, it reminds me of Spurs. We have possession, but we are playing it around the middle of the park. And sometimes you keep saying, the goal is there, not here. The goalposts, they are there, not here. But okay, that's a
The
good.
longer this goes on, the longer this match drags on like this, I think it's going to be a matter of who is going to blink first, or which team is going to flinch and make that telling first mistake that will lead to the opposition's first big attempt on goal. Right now, from the start of this second half, neither team wants to give an inch going forwards. It's all very pensive, very cagey.
Yeah, but
I
Chad,
would
Chad,
expect-
right? It's always a chicken and egg thing. It's whether you take the risk, you get the goal. You understand? Not? But sometimes or another, if you don't take the risk, right, you won't create the goal. If you keep playing in the middle of the park, like I said, the goal is at the end of the field, not in the middle of the park. But I guess that is more or less what you call it, a Klinsmann kind of technique. Maybe he's trying to hold on, right, and catch that one goal lead, and and hold on to it until the end, and maybe play a counter-attacking after he gets that one goal lead. But at the moment now, to tell the truth, possession is more or less 90% Korean. Oh, that was a bad back pass. And Jordan has got the ball, and Jordan's going to score. 1-0 Jordan. Oh. 1-0 Jordan. 1-0 Jordan. But guys, don't be too happy for Jordan yet, right? Korea has always, been in the back foot since the knockout rounds. They've always been coming back. So let's see what happens.
Last minute goals.
Yeah, last minute goals and all that. And the Jordanians are giving ang pao, bro. Look at that. The celebration, they're giving ang pao.
Wow. Okay. Remember what you said about pedestrian Korean football? I believe
Yeah.
this goal now will spark the entire Korean team to life. And if the quarterfinals against Australia is anything to go by, you can bet your last dime
Quarterfinals,
that
the round
you
of
can bet your last
16.
time that Korea is going to throw everything at the
That's
Jordanian
what they
backline
did
now.
last
We've
time.
got to.
Yeah, they did. This is what they did last time. In the round of 16, that's what they did. They were behind. They came back. They drew. They went to penalties. They won the penalties. In the quarterfinals, they were down. They came back, and they won during extra time. But let's see how it goes. Okay. And to tell the truth, if Korea keeps doing that, right, it seems very likely if they go down and come back and win, go down and come back and win, how many times will that be? How many times will they be able to repeat that, right? And at the moment now, a lot of Spurs fans are quite happy. Son is on his way back. That's what we said during the Malaysian game too, right? Remember, Malaysia played South Korea, right? We were hoping with
At one point, at one point, Elias was rooting for Malaysia to beat Korea by something like 4-2 and knock Korea completely out of the tournament altogether. Although honestly, I didn't expect Spurs to actually equalize and end up getting their
Malaysia.
only point
Malaysia.
against the
Malaysia.
only opposition.
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Not Spurs. Yeah.
Malaysia, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And to tell you the truth, right, I'm going to say it here live on YouTube, right? When that moment happened, the whole of the Malaysian nation, right, went crazy. We drew with Korea. And I was sitting, what do I feel like a Spurs fan now? My question is, what did we win? Right? We drew with Korea, it was such a big deal. Yeah. So that's so sad, you get what I'm saying? So
a lot of the people on Twitter and also social media in general, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or whatever platform, a lot of people were saying that after that final group game between Malaysia and Korea, the Malaysian team actually won a lot of hearts from the footballing neutral. Yeah, so I guess that's the only thing we could say that Malaysia won from that tournament. That it's not impossible to go toe to toe with countries the likes of Korea, Australia, or Qatar, or any other footballing nation in the world in that sense. Because when it comes down to knockout football or even group stage football on a world stage,
Jordan is attacking again, bro.
Yeah. So I'm going to interrupt myself here by bringing this update. It will appear that Jordan are now trying to just hit Korea on the counter attack because Korea are now throwing bodies forward and they're leaving a lot of gaps behind, especially in their own final third, where it's just the keeper now playing almost as a sweeper keeper.
Yeah, and to tell the truth, right? During the group stages, also Korea were like what 2-0 or 1-0 down against Jordan first, and they still had to fight back to get that 2-2 draw. You see, so it's not too late for Korea, right? It's still 1-0. But if Jordan goes 2-0 up, then maybe the fears will start to creep into the Korea side, and to see they might not be able to beat Jordan. But you still have about half an hour more, so right, not including injury time. So still a lot of time for Korea to catch up. Lots of time. And Korea creates a foul in the middle of the park. And the Jordanian fans are going crazy in the stadium at this moment of time.
There definitely seems to be a very carnival-like atmosphere inside the stadium. Mostly Jordanians really enjoying themselves and soaking up the 1-goal lead by their national team. Unless Klinsmann is brave enough to bring on another forward in place of a midfielder or a defender, I really can't see much invention by the Korean forward players getting much opportunities in the second half, although it would seem that they're trying to get more width going into the second half, now that they're a goal behind and trying to see if they can conjure something up from the flanks. Son Heung-min has been pretty quiet in the first hour or so, and unless he's able to put on a match-winning performance, the likes of which we've not seen for quite some time. The last time I actually the last time I've actually seen Son being so effective on the flanks was against Kieran Trippier at home against Newcastle in that 4-1 win at the new stadium. I believe it was last year. Unless there's a repeat of that, I think it's going to be very, very little joy for Son going down this flank. It would appear that the Jordanians are very content to just sit back and soak up this pressure and try to hit Korea on the counter attack. Yeah, and what I believe this is what Todd Spurs himself is saying. It's only a matter what the score is when the final whistle goes. Come on, Sunny, do your magic. Yep, same as well.
Clear header and you couldn't score. Korea. That's true. That's true. But let's see. The chances are coming in, you know. So if you can create the chances, and if they do take the chances, Korea have a good chance to equalize. But they still have to be careful of the Jordanian counter attack because the Jordanian players are quick. But now they've gone into this. And nowadays, I see a lot what happens is the leading teams, right, usually will waste time, right? And whenever you waste time, right, it comes back to you after that 45 minutes or after the 90th minute, you get the extra time. And extra time, right, or injury time that we call it, right, nowadays, they all go beyond the 5 minutes mark. That's the thing as I see it, right? And of course, big up to Daniel. Daniel, very sports highlights, all right? Big up, thanks for coming on. First time seeing you. Please like and subscribe to the channel, right? All you guys who have not subscribed, please give me a subscribe, right? Or maybe we'll be coming out with more content. Me and Chang will be doing more content nowadays because I settled out my new place and hopefully it gives me some inspiration to do more Spurs content, right? Setting up all the things in order now, right? Yeah. And I forgot to ask you, Chang, have you watched that video that I sent you?
Yes, I have. I've seen that video, and honestly, trying to edit the video is a nightmare. I will share some messages with you that I received from some of the viewers that were there with us. Let's put it this way: the response from the other Malaysian Spurs members that were with us there at the watch along, they aren't too fond of the idea of them appearing in that watch along video recording that we did. I'm not going to mention any names here because I really don't want to step on anyone's toes.
I understand, but
it's currently it's not looking too good. Put it this way. So I'm not sure if that watch along highlight video of Spurs versus Everton at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium 2 days before Christmas, which is the eve of Christmas Eve of last year. Whether will it ever see the light of day, it's going to be difficult, but I should be able to throw something back at you for you to review, to see what you make of what I've done so far. But it's a nightmare. It's a complete nightmare just to be able to edit out so many people who are constantly in and out of the shot when the two of us are right dead and center of that watch along video highlight.
Yeah, I understand. Big up to Ryan Busy.
To Ryan Busy 86. Big up to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you very, very much for joining us on this watch along. Currently, it's still Jordan 1, South Korea 0. We are coming up to the 70th minute now. 73rd minute now of second half. We roughly have about another 17. No, it's more than that. It's about 17 minutes or so to go in this second half. As it stands, Jordan will be moving on to the final, and Son Heung-min will be on a flight back to N17 London, hopefully in time for the home league match against Brighton this Saturday. Although whether will he slot straight into the starting 11 or maybe just only make it to the bench the same way James Maddison and Pape Matasar only made it to the bench upon their return remains to be seen. To anyone who's in the chat right now, to anyone who's watching this live or even on playback, I would just like to know. I would very much like to hear your opinion. Would you rather Sun Heung-min make it all the way to the final, regardless whether he wins the Asian Cup, or would you rather see him get knocked out in this semi-final and be straight on a plane straight back home to N17 for the league game against Brighton? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah. Honestly, to tell the truth, right? If I was being a selfish Spurs fan, I would want Korea to be knocked out, right? But if you want to be a compassionate person and give Son a chance to actually win a cup, right, with his national, with his country, with his nation, right, that will make him feel better.
That's
that
my
will
fault.
give him a bit of, yeah,
Definitely.
that's how I feel at the moment. So, but
Yeah.
right, we have another 26 minutes to go, so we don't know yet. So there's another quarter to go, if I'm not mistaken. 26 minutes. No, more or less. Yeah. It's 26 minutes? 24, 25. 24, 25 minutes. Right. So let's see how it goes. Jordan leads Korea by 1-0. Will Korea conjure up something different? Let's see how it goes. And Eva Man says it's 2-0. Seriously?
No.
Eva? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh man! Man!
If it's 2-0, Sony is coming home. Heartbroken, but coming home. Yeah. Sony is coming home. Oh, now I know why Eva Man said it's 2-0. Charging forward again. Look at that. My God. Oh. Fantastic. Yeah, he ran all the way. Oh. Yeah, all the way into the finals, please. I always enjoyed it when Cameron pans the camera towards the South Korean fans. Yes, they didn't cheer, but it's already 2-0. So, can Korea? Oh, yeah. Well, Elias said Kim Min-jae isn't playing. That could be the problem. Why isn't Kim Min-jae playing? Is he injured? He ran. Oh. And we were saying that in the first half, right, the double save by the South Korean goalkeeper was good. This one seems to slip out of his. Look at that. It bounced and he couldn't reach it. Oh. All right, Jordan too.
Okay, so I think the South Koreans have worn out their welcome. I think their luck has finally worn out in this semi-final.
Yeah,
it's an uphill. It's going to be an uphill task from here on in for Korea to even get one goal, let alone two, to force extra time.
Yeah.
This is not looking promising, or neither is this looking promising, nor is it looking good for the Korean national team.
Yeah. But Chang, don't forget, right? During the group stages, it was 2-2. So we will never know. Can Korea come back?
Yeah.
But if there's an
Kim
early
Min-jae's-
goal, Kim Min-jae. Yeah,
he's not even on the bench, so he must be injured.
Yeah, he's not even on the bench. Then he's injured or too tired. Don't forget, because Korea has actually played 220-minute games, one with penalties. So I guess that will take a toll on the players, right? So it is what it is. Sony's coming home. Just as what we were saying earlier, right, Chris? Right, and it has to happen.
Yeah. It's good for us. But
While we are saying this, Korea will score one goal now, right, and make it 2-1, and it gets real exciting. Oh dear. Okay, let's see how they're gonna go. And while we're saying Korea seems to be more dominant in this half, and this is what happens to them. Korea can't handle the Jordanian speed, and Korea seems somehow or another doesn't seem to have any speed when they have possession of the ball.
Okay, I'm just going to say this here and now because I think this might upset some Korean viewers if there are any Koreans or even supporters of the Korean national team watching this. As much as I would like Korea to go all the way to the final and lift the trophy, I have a suspicious feeling that this latest blow to Sonny to lift silverware, regardless of whether it's for his country or for Spurs, this is going to be very, very similar to Harry Kane bowing out with the English national team in the last World Cup and also in the last Euros. This is going to weigh very heavily on Son's psychological mindset when he comes back with Spurs, as in, would he want to go his entire career without winning a trophy or lifting silverware for club and country?
Silverware. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Sonny has lifted silverware before. He's won the.
I know he has won the Asian Games. He's won a gold medal in the Asian Games. Asian
Games,
but in terms of proper silverware, actually lifting a trophy on a national stage or an international stage, that has got to be the crowning glory of any footballer's dreams. Like in the recent World Cup in Qatar, the year before this in 2022, I believe it was. Yeah, 2022, the last World Cup. The question, the question of the 21st century in footballing history, who is the greater of the two, Ronaldo or Messi? That question has finally been laid to rest in the last edition of the World Cup in Qatar. So bragging rights is rightly Messi's for having lifted the World Cup ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's no surprise really that Harry Kane himself made the ultimate decision to leave Spurs for greener pastures and possibly better opportunities or better odds or probabilities at winning silverware with Bayern Munich. I do not blame him one bit. I can definitely see the logic behind Eric Dyer joining him. And if reports are to be believed, I believe Kieran Trippier and Steven Bergwijn were very close to joining him as well in the recent January transfer window that is just shut over a week ago. Yeah. Yep. Thank you very much, Mark Swift. Yep. To anyone who's watching this, either live now or in playback in future, we would really, really appreciate if you could leave a like and maybe even subscribe to Spursvision TV. Your likes and subscriptions would really, really help this channel. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah. But 18 more minutes. We will know. 18 more minutes. So my question now is like this, right? If they can't make it into the finals and they lose to Jordan now, okay, my question is that will Klinsmann be there? Right? Will they sack Klinsmann after this? Because after this is going to be, the World Cup qualifiers going to USA, Mexico, and Canada in 2026, right? And Mark Swift says, nice to see Chris. Yeah, Chris Agamba, haven't seen him in a long time. Big up. Right?
Before I answer your question, Mr. Eugene, I think the better question to ask right now, because it just occurred to me, because this is a semi-final in a major international tournament, I'm just going to check the statistics to see if whether or not there's going to be a third placing match or a third placing playoff after this. Because if there is no point whether or not Sonny goes to the final or he bows out of the tournament at this stage.
There is the third placing, if I'm not mistaken, and it's being
that's why I'm just going to do a quick check to see if there's a third placing playoff after this.
Placing. Yeah. It doesn't matter, right? Once you reach the semi-final, there's a third placing. You ain't coming back on that day itself. And Korea is out of it. Korea is totally out of it, right? And let's see what Korean fans are pissed. Yeah, because Klinsmann hardly spend time in Korea. That's true too, right? That's true too, right? Being a national team coach, he hasn't actually stepped into the country to train the players until recently, if I'm not mistaken. So, but at this time and moment, right, Korea being 2-0 down, right? Chang is checking whether there's a third placing game, right? Because it wouldn't matter whether if there's a third placing game or not, Sonny won't be back for the Brighton game, right? And even if they lose, Sonny will be back only next week, earliest. So it is what it is. And it's going to be a corner. And Jordan is going to take their time, and Jordan is going to waste more time. But I always keep saying, right, if you waste time like this, and if the other team gets one goal, right, and you're on the brink again, my only question is, does Korea have the actual energy to play 320-minute games within a week? Oh, that's a foul on the goalkeeper. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chris, I need to ask you this question, right? Do you think, right, Vicario has been exposed at this period of time? Right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, since that Man City game, I mean, they found his weakness, and other teams have been exploiting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised we didn't counter that.
Yeah, but my part is that I think if Vicario, they found out his weakness is being blocked, or being manhandled during corners and set pieces and all that. I think Ange has to come up with a plan, right? How to counter that problem. Guys, thanks for being on. There are 9 of you in the chats, right? Please leave a comment. Please leave a subscribe, right? Please hit the likes, right? Korea is down now 2-0 to Jordan. For being a Spurs fan, Chang is checking out to see whether there's a third placing game, right? If not, we'll be seeing Son back here real soon. And Korea gets a corner on the 76th minute. And if Korea scores now, then it will really turn everything around. Yeah. Is there a third placing game?
So from what I've been able to find so far on ESPN SoccerNet as well as Sky, there is no third placing. There is no playoff for third beyond this semi-final. So it's just going to be the winners and the runners-up. There will not be a third place playoff match after this semi-final for the losers of both the semi-final matches. So I think in a way there is some good news. There is a silver lining to Son Heung-min getting knocked out, in which he will be in contention to travel with or rather to either start or take his place on the bench against Brighton at home this Saturday at 3 p.m. UK time.
Okay. There's a big possibility Son is coming back. Let me counter check this. He should come. Blah, blah.
So as you are counter checking this statistic, currently right now it's almost 79 minutes. 79 minutes played with only 11 minutes of regulation time remaining. South Korea have the majority of the possession right now. According to my statistics here, South Korea have now 67% of possession as opposed to 33% for the Jordanians. In terms of the shots on target, South Korea have racked up a few more shots on target, although the shots off target are equal right now. Oh, hang on, sorry. Apologies for that. I was actually looking at the reverse of these statistics. Believe it or not, after almost 80 minutes, South Korea have only managed to register one shots on target the entire 80 minutes of normal regulation time. South Korea have only managed 1 shot on target compared to 8 for Jordan. And of the
Yeah.
8 shots on target that Jordan have mastered, they've been able to score 2 of those. So it's
Yeah.
1 shot on target for the South Koreans and 8 for the Jordanians. So if it's
Yeah.
any wonder why Jordan are 2-0 up, that's your answer.
Yeah. And of course, Adrian Chaz already said there's no third, fourth placing. Yep, I've already checked. There's no third, fourth placing. So that means whatever happens here, if Korea loses, Son is on his way back. Whether he'll make it to the Brighton game or not, I'm not sure. But I'm really sure that next week he'll be back. Right? Next week he'll be back. That's for very sure. Right? But at the moment now, Korea seems to have lost the plot. Right? They keep losing the ball. It could be fatigue, as I've been saying, right? Playing too many games which have gone into extra time, and it's really showing now, right? And they don't seem to be able to actually, like what Chang has said, get shots on target. Son, come on, Son, shoot!
If I may say so myself, this semi-final between Korea and Jordan, there are a lot of parallels and comparisons that we can draw from this Korean national team's semi-final performance with that of the Spurs 4th round exit against Manchester City at home, in which, if you remember, we only managed to register 1 shot on target against Manchester City in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Where that 1 shot on target came from, I have absolutely no idea, because I've watched the highlights again and again to even try to see where that single shot on target against Manchester City came from. I have still not been able to identify it. So if South Korea do bow out at this stage with only 1 shot on target, Klinsmann has to take the blame for it. And by the looks of it, yeah, Klinsmann taking Hwang Hee-chan off is just this. I mean, again, you could say that we can draw parallels from this with Nuno. If you remember, the final league game that Nuno was in charge of, the 3-0 home loss against Manchester United, when we were 3-0 down, for whatever reason, Nuno took off the only Spurs player who was actually making an effort on the pitch, and that player was Lucas Moura of all players. So yeah, it would seem to me that the Klinsmann has lost the plot here by taking Hwang Hee-chan off at this late stage when he needs all the attackers and all the forwards he can muster.
Oh yeah, it was the Johnson 1v1 in the NCT game.
So if this is if this was the one-on-one that I believe it was Timo Werner managed to thread a through ball to Brennan Johnson that he as he was bearing down on goal before it was smothered by Edison in the penalty box. So yeah, it would appear that that was the only shot on goal, if you could even consider that to be a shot at all. So right now it's 82nd minute of normal regulation time with 8 minutes to go. I really can't see Korea getting even a single goal from this, let alone 2 in the
I think the
final.
Korean players are tired. That's one thing. You see, the thing is that the Jordanian players are just running through the Korean players, and they're number 10 and they're number 11. Right? Ian was saying earlier. Right? They look good. You know, they have the speed, they have the accuracy, and at the moment now they have both scored. So let's see how it goes from here. Oh, Yazan didn't score. I think number 10 did score, but number 11 didn't score. But it is what it is, right? Oh, there's going to be another 6 or 7 more minutes. Son is on the run again, and the ball was taken off him. Yeah.
And this is a worrying thing also, I realized. In this whole Asian Cup that I've noticed thus far, the performance of Sun Heung-min in this entire Asian Cup tournament, I think he's showing his age right now. I think age has finally caught up with Son. He's although he is still very nimble and very agile off the ball, but in terms of actually winning duels, when it comes to dribbles and when it comes to take-ons against the fullbacks of any opposition, regardless whether it's for Spurs or for the Korean national team, he seems to have slowed down a lot with his dribbling
Shang,
ability and
it's
also his
either that, right?
acceleration.
It's either that, right? The system that Klinsmann is playing, right, doesn't suit him. I've seen that the system doesn't suit him because whenever he goes up, right, there's no support for him. Whenever he threads in that good ball, right, the quality of their forward line, right, isn't as what called up to the standards that we expect it to be. That's how I see it. And at the moment now, if you take off players like Huang, right, and who is Son going to feed it to? That's how I see it. If you can't feed it to anybody else, what can Son do? Right? The other part is that there's nobody feeding Son the balls. You guys, So I guess this is Klinsmann, I tell you, he'll get the sack. That's all I say. I mean, being a Spurs fan, right? I love Jurgen, but being a manager, he hasn't actually have that quality of doing it. That's how I feel, right? What is Son, right? He's 31, 32. Yeah, it's going to be 31. I think he's 31. It's going to be 32, 2024, if I'm not mistaken, right? But let's see how it goes. We still have got another 5 more minutes or so in the regular time, right? Commentators are saying there's going to be another extra 7 to 6 minutes added on time, right? If Korea can score 1 now, right, then it will be really tense, right? And of course, Adrian Chia is saying, right, Son is so much more lethal on the left. Yeah. But the thing is, I've not seen him in this Asian Cup, right, where he's from the left, he cuts in and shoot. You get what I'm saying? I haven't hardly ever seen him do that in this Asian Cup. And number one. Number two is that I have seen him go down the line, cross the ball over, and no one is there. So what can you do? The qualities of players, they won't balance, don't level out too much.
I would like to throw this question over to Mr. Chris Agamba, if I may, Mr. Eugene. Now that Son is on his way out and we have Manor Solomon returning, as well as Timo Werner, our recent loanee from RB Leipzig, who would your ideal front three for Spurs be when Son Heung-min returns, along with Manor Solomon and Timo Werner? And also to everyone else in the chat, please let us know your ideal front three for Tottenham Hotspur for the remainder of the second half of the league season, now that Son Heung-min, Manor Solomon, and Timo Werner will be in contention to start alongside Richarlison and Brennan Johnson.
Right. I think at the moment you can't drop Richarlison because he's his goal scoring form. And if you drop him, you'll lose confidence. So you want to keep that going. So you'd have to play him alongside Son. And I think at the moment, Kulusevski's having a bit of bad form at the moment, so I'll drop him. I have Timo on the other side. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. Yeah.
So you give me a choice, right? Between Solomon and who?
Timo Werner.
Timo. To tell the truth, right? At this point of time, on the right side, right, Brennan Johnson is not producing what we hope he's going to produce. You get what I'm saying? On the left side, you're saying that you have if you're not going to take Richarlison away, we have to keep it in the middle. Jordan is attacking again. Okay, luckily he didn't get it through. Right. Richarlison has to be is going to be the mainstay in the middle now because of his current form. Like what Chris you're saying. Oh, penalty. Offside. Dived. Simulation. All right. Korea nearly had a penalty. But if you had to put Richie back where he is. Yes, like what Chris says, if you take him off now and put Son there, it wouldn't be a good sign because he's scored 9 goals in 8 games. That's the form that he needs to keep up. On the left, if you're talking about at this current time, Son comes back, he's not ready to play, right? would you take Timo or Solomon? At the moment, I'm not sure. Because number one, I will still stick with Timo because Solomon coming back from injury, I do not know how he will perform because we've seen our players coming back from injury, right? Madison is still not the same Madison, right? Even like Sa coming back from the AFCON, right? Somehow or another, he's not the same Sa that we've seen earlier, right? So even with Bissouma, now he's got malaria, he's coming back. Will he be the same Bissouma that we had, in the start of the season? Guys, don't forget, right? If I'm not mistaken, during Conte's reign, Bissouma caught COVID, right? Right, and then when he came back to play for Conte, we don't see the Bissouma, the strength, the speed and all that. So malaria and COVID, more or less the same kind of thing. So let's see how that goes. But as our forward line goes, with what we have now, I will still go with either Werner or Son, Richarlison, and if you've got no choice, Johnson. If Son comes back fit and running, I'll take most probably Werner on the left, Son on the right, and Richarlison in the middle. But then you come to the question again, where are you going to put Decky? Right? Would you play Decky in the front or would you play Decky back in the midfield? Right? But with Decky playing the midfield, with Madison there is a kind of overlap clash there, as I see it. You get what I'm saying? For the creative side, right? And then you still got Bentancur coming back, you got Sa coming back in the midfield. 8 minutes at a time. Guys, we got 8 minutes at a time. And Korea.
We are now going into the 91st minute of the game. We are into the first of 8 minutes of injury time.
Right.
Currently, right now, I think it's going to be very, very difficult for Korea to even register one shot on target, let alone one goal. That's just how bad the setup by Klinsmann has been for South Korea in this entire match.
I think the setup is one thing, right? But I think in the second half, the fatigue has fit into Korea's game. That's why they are just not being able to get hold of the ball. So look at that. They've been outrun, outpaced, outmuscled in every department. So it is what it is. Right? It is what it is. Right? And of course, what Adrian says that Sar and Bissouma and Madders to start, Kulu to come on as a sub. Yeah, there's a possibility. But would you take Kulu on the right, Adrian? Would you take Kulu on the right with Richarlison in the middle and Son on the left? Would you do that? Or would you put Son on the right, put Werner on the left, or Solomon on the left with Richarlison in the middle? That's my question now. Would you put it in that sense? Right? But of course, Kulu can come on for Johnson too. Yeah, Kulu can come on for Johnson. That's true.
Then, in the same vein as that question of our midfield, this one also a question back for Mr. Chris Agamba. Now that we have Bentancur back, we have Højbjerg, we have Skip, we have Bissouma, Sar, and Madison. What would your ideal midfield three be with everybody back fit and sound?
Yeah, with everyone back and fit, then it'd have to be Bentancur, Bissouma, Madison, and Sar coming on as a sub, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. My question is that
you got Yogi as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Udoka is on the left back, right? But my question is, right, would you swap at this moment, right, Romero with Dragusin? I will take VDV away because we need that VDV speed, right? Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen too much of Dragusin yet, to be honest. So it's a hard one to judge.
Yeah, but I think it will be hard to take Romero away because he is a vice captain, right? So it'll be a bit hard to take him away. But I don't know, right? And
if you've seen the replays or even the highlights from the 2-2 away draw at Goodison Park, would you chalk that last gasp equalizer by Braithwaite down to a mistake by Romero with his misheaded clearance, or would it be more of a mistake by Vicario, the goalkeeper?
To tell the truth, right, that equalizer, right, I think it was just bad overall defending, right?
Yeah,
Players
I
were
mean,
supposed to mark the players. Yeah,
there should have been
I
a
think
foul in the first place. They could have, shouldn't have done that in the first place.
Yeah.
No.
One Decky should have given the foul, if I'm not mistaken. And number two is that I think Richarlison was supposed to be man marking someone and he let the guy go.
Yeah.
To hit the ball back or something like that. So things like that is all on a team effort that shows our weakness in our set pieces again, right? Sad to say, maybe the players are coming back a bit too quickly. Don't forget Romero and BDV just finished recovering from the injuries, right? So as I see it, it is what it is. But at this moment and point of time, if you say that we have our full squad back with the inclusion of Werner and Dragusin because of the addition during the transfer window, January transfer window, how are they going to fit in? If not, are you going to go back to the same bunch of players that played through that 10 game, 10 or 11 game, we'll call not losing at all? That's
It
how I
was 10
see it.
games. It was
Yeah,
10 games, 8 wins and 2 draws.
Yeah, 10 games not losing in that stretch. How are you going to pick those players in? How do you pick those players out? Because along the way, Star became even much more stronger than Bissouma, as I see it along the way. You get what I'm saying? So now you've got a problem in the middle of the park where you have Bissouma, Sa, Bentancur, Lo Celso. All these players are coming back. All these players are coming back. All right, going to sleep now. All right, Ivaman, catch up with you later. Right, thanks for being on the show. Right, big up to Ivaman, everyone. Right, Stoney's going back. If the score stands, we've got another 2 over minutes left, Eva. Take care. And of course, Koi Fa Choi. All right, Koi Fa Choi.
The reason why I brought up that statistic actually about Spurs conceding that late against Everton, if you look at the last 3 competitive games, the home loss against Manchester City in the 4th round, as well as the narrow 3-2 win against Brentford at home, and also the disappointing 2-2 draw away at Goodison Park. In all those 3 competitive matches, we conceded 5 goals. 5 goals conceded in 3 matches, 2 of which was a mistake, or rather 2 of which were mistakes by Udogie against Brentford at home. And the other 3 were all from set pieces. 2 corners, 1 against Manchester City and 1 against Everton. And then the free kick, which I believe was needless to give away in the first place, that led into injury time away at Goodison. So that's 5 goals conceded in the last 3 competitive matches, 3 of which were from set pieces that could have very easily been avoided, and 2 mistakes, both from Udogie at home against Brentford, which brings up the question: is our backline actually having these lapses in concentration leading up to goals by the opposition? And do we need a set piece coach to come back as soon as possible to the coaching staff to, at the very least, help us avoid giving away these needless goals coming from set pieces, let alone trying to score from set pieces to begin with?
Welcome, Andreas. I don't understand what you're saying there. Is it you're from Medellin, Colombia? Are you saying that? But welcome to the show. Yeah, I've seen you in a couple of other shows before. Right. Hope you're doing well. Right. Son seems to be on his way back to London. Right. But I'm not sure whether he'll make a stopover in Korea before he comes back to London. That's the only question. Right.
Right now, to anyone who's watching on a live watch along, we are now into 9 minutes 9 minutes of injury time. I believe the full-time whistle is about to go anytime now. And as
Yeah.
it stands, Korea are bowing out in this semi-final with only one shot on target in the entire 99 minutes
And it's
of this
over, guys.
semi-finals.
Jordan
This has been
made
really, really,
finals.
really bad by Jurgen Klinsmann, if I may say so myself. What a way! What a way for Korea to bow out of the Asian Cup with such a dismal performance against Jordan.
Yeah. But guys, like I'm saying,
After having come back against Australia, after having to come back against Australia and also against what was the other team in the round of 16? I can't even quite remember which was the
I
other
don't
team
know
they beat in
who
the
they
round
played
of
in
16.
round 16, but it was
Yeah, but it's quite disappointing for them to have to
1-0
bow.
at
Yep,
the
and
back.
that's it. That's it, guys. That's the full time
Who's
whistle has
coming?
gone in Qatar.
It's coming
Korea
back.
are out.
Coming
Korea
in.
are out, and this is just sad to see. Sun Heung-min with his hands in his head and he's crestfallen. He's
Yeah.
absolutely dejected and crestfallen. This is something of a recurring theme for Sun Heung-min, be it for club or country, in recent years. So the Jordanians are going around celebrating like they've already won the tournament, even though they have a cup final to play. And the fans are pretty much soaking up this semi-final win now that their national Jordanian team has made it all the way to the final on Saturday. So the question now remains for the Jordanians, whom are they going to face in the final? Will it be Qatar, the host, or will it be Iran, the surprise semi-finalist in this Asian Cup? But for South Korea, their fairy tale journey has come to an end. They are on their way out. There will be no third place match to play for in this Asian Cup. And if I were Daniel Levy's brother-in-law, who also acts as the club player liaison, I would definitely get Sun Heung-min on the club private jet and back to either Stansted Airport or Heathrow soonish, so that he may at least get 1 or even 2 days of training sessions with the squad before the crunch home game, the home league game against Brighton. But here in Qatar, it's full time. It's 2-0 to Jordan. I would very much like to hear your opinion. People in the chat, what you thought of this semi-final. If there's anything to say at all to Mr. Mark Swift. Yep, thank you very much. Take care, Mr. Mark Smith. Thank you very much for tuning in. To Mr. Adrian Chia as well. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Chia, tuning in from Singapore. It was great to have you the entire duration of this watch along. Hope you have a very, very good next couple of days leading up to Chinese New Year, which will fall on Saturday, February the 10th. And to Mr. Chris Agomba, thank you very, very much for having us. Thank you very much for joining us on this very beautiful Wednesday. No, it's actually Tuesday. No, it's still Tuesday for you. It's
Still Tuesday for me.
It is
Yes.
already.
It's Wednesday for us.
Yeah.
It already is Wednesday for us. It's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m.
Malaysia.
here in Southeast Asia and 4 a.m. over in Australia. But for you over there in the UK and also in Europe and America, it's still very much is Tuesday. So I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday ahead and a fabulous rest of the week as well. Here's to Sun Heung-min getting back to N17 to Anfield in double quick time. Hopefully he will to freshen up and be ready in time for the league game against Brighton this coming Saturday. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff, and we have, for the first time in however long it's been, we actually have a full squad of players to choose from, apart from maybe our new sick note of the 21st century, that is Ryan Sessegnon. How this guy is even still at Spurs is a mystery. This guy has somehow managed to surpass Darren Anderson as the new signal of Tottenham Hotspur, which I thought would never ever be broke. That I never thought that record would be broken, but yeah, it would appear that Ryan Sessegnon is now our new signal. But from me here, Chang here in Kuala Lumpur, I think that's it for this watch along. Any closing thoughts from you, Mr. Eugene, or even from you, Mr. Chris?
I'll let Chris go first. Any last thoughts before we make a move? And I say shout out to all the guys in the chats.
Well, I wasn't able to watch the game, so I can't really comment too much. Obviously, sad for Son that he's lost, but also glad that he's coming home.
My only concern and fear is now that hopefully it doesn't affect him too much mentally, right? He comes back to Spurs with his head held high and continue producing the high standards that he's been giving us for so long, right? And of course, come on, you Spurs then, of course, leave you out. But before we go to that, of course, I'll say a big thank you to Adrian Chia. It's been so much support in the chats. Thank you, Adrian, right? We have to get you onto an Asian show, Adrian, right? You have to come on and join us on Spursvision TV. That's my invite out to you. Thank you, Adrian Chia. Big up to Mark Swift. Big up to Andreas. Eva Man from Hong Kong, right? And who else do we have here in the chats earlier? All a big shout out to you guys. Ryan Biz, Daniel Berry, Todd Spur, all you guys. Thanks for your support. Bobby K was here earlier. Most of you guys must already gone on the channels. And of course, we got Leo from Mile High Hotspur. And of course, we got Stel, right? We always have Stel here. Leave out by Stel, right? And who else have we got here? And of course, Jose from El Cockerel has been here. And I'm sure, guys, if you're not, please hop on to Talk and Ball. They're on live now, doing their members call-in show, right? And of course, Miss Donna Cullen. Big up to you, Miss Donna Cullen, right? One of our most favorite. And guys, last thoughts are all done. Let's see how Chinese New Year, maybe, I'm not sure whether Chang will be free, maybe on the 4th day or 5th day of Chinese New Year, right? What are your plans for the holidays? When are you going back to Malacca and when are you coming back to KL?
I will be going back to Malacca on Friday. I will be back in Kuala Lumpur on the 4th day of Chinese New Year, which is a Tuesday. So I'll only be in Malacca for about 4 days, but beyond that, I'll be here in Kuala Lumpur most of the time.
Okay, then let's see. Maybe I'll do a show and do a preview for the game against Brighton. Hopefully, we'll do well there, right? And let's see how that goes. And like what Chang said, hopefully Son will be back, right? And guys, thanks for being on. Of course, thank you to Arthur, Elias, Ian, who is in Singapore at the moment, right? Who was with us on the show. Right? And of course, to you, Chris, and of course, to my co-host, Chang. Thanks for being here and supporting us, right? Guys, this is going to be loud. Please, if you got headphones on, put the volume down. And not to forget, guys, and as always, Levy out.
Levy out always.